You've heard this a million times by now, but this year of anime compared to the last is just hella weak. Barely any interesting shows to watch from week to week. So instead of watching a Maid Basic Doll or Maid on Titan, you could always go back to rewatching older shows. And I'm sure people have been doing this since I've personally finally started going through my dropped list and finishing shows, and then also rewatching old shows. And then I remembered about Haikyuu. Oh, the memories. So I've started to rewatch the show and it's really something. I can remember when I first discovered it sometime during 2014 or 2015, and I fell in love with the show right away and recommended it to my only other friend who watched anime at the time. The show was something different to what my 13-year-old brain was used to, but over the years I've kinda fallen out of love with the show. There have been so many seasons out since 2014 and I can't remember everything that has happened in all of them. So the later seasons always felt a little bit more underwhelming since I didn't have the same connection with the characters. I mean, in the same span of time, I went from a fat teenager to an absolute alpha Chad male. My life just changed a lot. I've forgotten a lot of the names in the show and what even happens in the show itself, but rewatching it has rekindled my love for Haikyuu, but it also brings me back to simpler times, which the tone of the show brings out perfectly. Haikyuu captures the essence of being part of a sports club really well. It's fun, it's upsetting at times, but in the end it's simple fun. Simple fun is something I could do with as an adult. My life isn't chaotic or anything, but reminiscing on old days is always nice. I also just noticed how good the characters are. There's basically no toxic masculinity or anything. They're always supportive in their own ways. A few knobheads, but not like they really bully anyone, just a bit annoying at times. It's actually kind of refreshing to see a fully likable cast of people that just focus on the sport. And I love this focus on the sport. Recently I've started playing volleyball and it's actually a lot harder than it looks and it's a lot of fun. But having that first-hand experience is so nice when Hinata is talking about spiking the ball and how it feels amazing when the ball fits perfectly into your hand and you hit it. I've only gotten a perfect spike off like that twice since I started playing the game, so I'm arse, but it's just so much fun. And also there is a sad realization to be made about the anime. There likely won't be another season. Otherwise, it would have come out already. Another Haikyuu season would come out every year or so, but the latest season came out in the fall of 2020. This might not sound that important just yet. The important detail here is that the manga finished earlier that year in the summer. Anime is made to promote the manga sales and the merch sales. There is no real point of making anime about a manga which has already ended, unless there's an easy way to milk it, like Attack on Titan maybe. You know, that sells a lot of merch and boosts the manga sales even more. Haikyuu is probably the most iconic sports anime of my generation, but it's still not popular enough to keep the anime going. The more time passes, the less reason there is to make the anime. I do hope they make another season and finish off the anime, since I know there's a lot more good shit to the story, but it's not been announced yet. So after I'm done rewatching it, I'll just read the manga. I want to see the conclusion. I want to know how it ends. So you should probably do the same if you end up rewatching Haikyuu. Or well, if you rewatch anything, the conclusion is still there. You're just gonna have to go out of your way to find it and read it. Sub to your favorite Ben 10 lookalike, and peace.